John, and what started as an electrifying atmosphere here at NRG Stadium ended with boos and empty seats as the Chiefs blanked the Texans 30-0 in the AFC wildcard playoff matchup. Not once, but twice, the Bremont Tigers are state champions, defeating the Albany Lions 35-20 to win the Class 2A Division II state title. And for the Tigers, it was about more than being a one-hit wonder. This week, the Aggies welcome number 21 ranked Mississippi State, led by quarterback Dak Prescott, a dual threat who could present some problems for the Aggie defense on Saturday.
The boy is here.
The boy has arrived indeed, but Omar Craddock is still a relative unknown, even in his hometown.
What aggravates me is when they say, "Where are you from?" I say, "I'm from Texas." "What part?" "I'm from Killeen." "Where's that at?" So when I say Killeen, I want people to be like, "Oh, you're from where Omar Craddock's from."
And the call for recognition could not be more deserving. He won the USA Outdoor title in 2013 and is currently ranked 3rd in the world. But he says it did not come easy.
I had a point in time of my senior year where I had rhabdomyolysis, where my kidneys and liver were failing. And that point in my life is where everything really turned around. That's when I was like, I need to do this not only for my health, but to show other people in the city of Killeen, what hard work would get you.
That gave birth to his motto, "Room to Improve," which he says not only relates to his play on the track, but in all facets of life.
Room to improve is, for me, I have the room to improve in my sport, to get better each jump, each meet, each competition. Room to improve for other people may be, improving their business, improving their relationships with their family.
And now he is set to compete in the World Championships in Beijing next month. And after missing out on the Olympics last time around, he feels the World Championships are a stepping stone for Rio in 2016.
The same caliber athletes that will be at World Championships will more than likely be at the Olympics. So I do feel like this has set me up perfectly for 2016.
Reporting in Waco, Deonte Epps, The Texas Report. Now, despite giving up over 225 yards rushing and nearly getting doubled in time of possession, the Aggies made plays when it mattered most to give them the 28-21 overtime win over the Arkansas Razorbacks. Well, the Kyler Murray era began today for the Aggies, and his first collegiate start could not have gone any better. The five-star freshman had 380 yards of total offense, including 156 yards on the ground and 2 scores in the 35-28 win over South Carolina. Heading into their final non-conference tune-up before SEC play, head coach Kevin Sumlin said there were some things his squad still needed to clean up. And although Nevada gave them a scare in the end, the Aggies improved to 19 straight victories against non-conference opponents, the longest in the nation. Well, earlier in the season, head coach Kevin Sumlin stressed that the Aggies needed to eliminate bad football heading into SEC play. Well, that was not the case today, as the Aggies gave up over 230 yards rushing and turned over the ball 4 times, including 3 pick sixes, and a loss to Alabama 41-23. We've seen some great games to this point during bowl season, but all teams come into the season with one goal in mind: a national championship. And that final road to the championship began today with the college football playoff semifinals. The La Vega Lady Pirates are 1 game away from claiming the 2016 4A state title after defeating Abilene Wiley 54-36. And head coach Jeff Jefferson knows he and his team must remain focused in order to finish the job. Heading into the 2015 season, the matchup between the Baylor Bears and the TCU Horned Frogs was arguably one of the most anticipated of the college football season. But that game has been delayed. The call was made just after 6:30 tonight. We don't know when the Bears will take on the Horned Frogs. Estimates are putting it around 7:20. And although this matchup may have lost some of its hype with big injuries from impact players on both sides, the rivalry between the two schools renews tonight. Well, Baylor Bowl game day is finally here. The 17th ranked Baylor Bears, coming off of 2 straight losses, looking to end the season on a positive note with the win against a tough and highly competitive squad in the number 10 ranked North Carolina Tar Heels in the Russell Athletic Bowl. This one kicked off at 4:40 Central Time, and right now the Baylor Bears lead the Tar Heels 28-17 at the half. This one was a little too close for comfort for the Bears early. In the first, Torian Prince with the feed inside to Rico Gathers for the bucket. Bears out to a 4-3 lead. Then it's Prince again with the dish, this time to Lester Medford. He would drain the 3-point shot. Bears now up 10-3 with about 3 minutes into the game, but the Tigers will not go away easily. Orlando Coleman, he would make a pump fake right here. Then he would drive in for the floater, goes in, bringing the Bears lead to 25-20. But then it's Ish Wainwright. He would find Al Freeman, who drains the open 3. He had a game-high 21 points for the Bears, and Baylor goes on to beat Texas Southern 72-59. They'll head to Lawrence Saturday to take on the number 2 Jayhawks. The Baylor Lady Bears have been on a roll. They are arguably a lock to receive one of the top 4 seeds in the NCAA tournament, but before that, they would have to face Oklahoma in the Big 12 semis. The Baylor Lady Bears have not lost a conference tournament game since 2010 against those Lady Sooners. Well, it's been a memorable year for Texas A&M Aggie basketball, finishing first in the SEC standings, and many players were honored with all-conference selections and accolades. Today, their head coach was rewarded. School announced today that they have agreed to a 5-year contract extension with SEC Coach of the Year Billy Kennedy. Well, it was Christmas Day today in college basketball with Selection Sunday. Championship contenders hoping to find a big gift with their seed in the tournament, while the bubble teams are hoping that they don't find coal in their stocking being left out of this year's big dance. And in a season with so much parity, including 74 losses by AP top 10 teams, the run to the Final Four is as open as ever. And the selection committee released the bracket earlier today. The Baylor Bears, well, they'll be the number 5 seed in the West region, taking on the Ivy League champions, the number 12 seed Yale Bulldogs in Providence, Rhode Island on Thursday. And finally in sports, the Denver Broncos announced today that future Hall of Fame quarterback Peyton Manning will announce his decision to retire tomorrow. He holds records for most career touchdown passes and passing yards, and he is the only quarterback to win Super Bowls with 2 different franchises. And that's your look at sports. We'll be right back.